Hello, this is Lyrelion, and welcome back to All the Mods 9 here at Hack the Planet. This video, we're just going to briefly go over setting up a simple Sourceberry farm. So let's go ahead and go on in. This is the Sourceberry farm that powers most of my tower. I also have an alchemical source link up at the top. That we're not going to be going over that today, but I'll probably cover that in a future video. But this room, it's probably a little bigger than it needs to be, but since I'm working with the 21 by 21 rooms going up the center of this tower, I just went ahead and made the whole room into the farm. Fill this room with sourceberries, and you pretty much just let them grow on their own. With a farm this size, that's more than enough. I've got 4 starbuncles here doing my collection. You can see the beds on each side. Each starbuncle is assigned to one of these repositories. You don't necessarily have to use the repositories, but it's nice to kind of have a little bit of a buffer if you use a lot of source quickly and want to just kind of replenish your supply. Each of these repositories is feeding into a hopper, and those hoppers are each feeding into one of these platforms. The platforms in turn feed into the mycelial source link. This is probably one of your better options for early game source generation. The mycelial source link can eat food items, but it gets a bonus from magical fruits like the source berries or the arch fruits. Arch fruit actually does give you more, but it also is a little bit more complex to set up than just tossing a few starbuncles in the room. Got a tablet of fast squirrels just to speed them up. Not really necessary for the farm, but it does make things go a little faster. Then we've also got the agronomic source links up top. These will draw source anytime a plant grows naturally. It does not count if you bone meal it or if you use the grow spell. But since I just let these grow naturally, they just feed into these agronomic source links. Don't really need 4 of them. It's just for aesthetic purposes, just to kind of keep everything looking even. So both the agronomic and mycelial source links are feeding into the source jar here. That source jar in turn is feeding to the source relay, which feeds further up into the base. I also, if you look over here, I've got another mycelial source link that is being fed from a drawer up above, that just any extra source berries that I get are going into inventory and they're being fed into that. I think that one is actually currently not running because the source jar is empty right now. That's kind of extraneous to the farm anyway, though. It's just a little extra on the side. But this is just your basic sourceberry farm. It's completely self-sufficient. You don't have to touch it. I very rarely come into this room. And that is how to set up a simple sourceberry farm. Thank you for watching.